Hey guys, today I thought we were gonna talk about a Rick and Morty theory I love, the evil Morty one. So, to start this off, we have the Morty's Morty and the Rickest Rick. The Morty and Rick we're following right now is probably the Rickest Rick and the Morty's Morty. So, then we have the Rickest Morty and the Morty's Rick. The Rickest Morty might just be evil Morty. It's the perfect Morty to be the Rickest Morty because he's evil, he's badass, he is smarter than any other Morty there is. And then we have the Morty's Rick. We have two Ricks that might just fit in that spot. We have Slow Rick and we have Doofus Rick. Slow Rick is also called Tall Morty because the other Ricks doesn't like him, so he's very close to Doofus Rick. Their minds are probably working the same way, but that has nothing to do with this. But then, who of them is the Morty's Rick? That is the thing I can't figure out. But Doofus Rick doesn't have any kids. The Morty he has is from a totally another dimension that has nothing to do with anything actually. But Slow Rick. And here's the thing. He acts like a Morty but he is a Rick. So here's the thing. What if Morty and Rick switched minds, brains, whatever you want to call it, with each other? Because that would explain why evil Morty is acting like a Rick and tall Morty, aka Slow Rick, is acting like a Morty. But that would be kind of like talking down to Morty, but you know what I mean? So, then it is, how did evil Morty become evil? Here's the thing. The Rick we're following right now, the Morty he has, isn't his original Morty. That is the thing we all can agree on. So, who is his original Morty? Here's the theory I like the most. So, that Rick, he has memories of a baby Morty, and why would he have that if he hasn't he never met Morty as a baby? No Rick did that, so how does he have the memories of a baby Morty? And the pictures in Bird Person's house at a Rick holding a baby Morty, that it doesn't make sense until this. So that Rick might have had a family he never left Beth. He stayed behind, he watched Morty grow up and everything. Then something might have struck. He might have done something wrong to make the universe fall apart, or his dimension fall apart, fucking things up, and taking that Morty with him, leaving that dimension behind, because as we have seen it, he's switching dimensions really often, so that would explain a lot. So here's the thing. The intro thingy where they are running from green monsters and Rick like disappears into a portal, leaving Morty behind. I think that is evil Morty and the Rick we're following right now. Because what if he left Morty behind, he got out of there, he saved himself, he grew as he oh my god, I started talking wrong. He got out of there, he survived. The memory of Rick destroying his world, taking away his family, and then leaving him behind with monsters in a world he doesn't know. That might have fucked up his brain so much that all he wanted to do was get revenge on them who wronged him, and that is Rick. And then he took over the Citadel, as we saw the last time. It's time for actions, because speeches is for campaigning, and now it's time for actions. So we don't know what his action is gonna be, what he's gonna do now that he's running the Citadel, but that is left for probably season 4, and I'm so excited for season 4 because evil Morty is probably coming back, and that is so exciting. Well, evil Morty is probably he probably wants revenge on Rick because of his childhood and how he got left behind. Because he might have just been a couple years younger in that where he gets captured, where he gets left behind. He might have just been like 12, let's say 12, because that might add up, the years and stuff. I don't know. Does he age? I'm not sure how that works. Is that like a Simpson thing, or that it doesn't age, or is it just complete, like, I don't even know. But that would make a lot of sense if the Rick we're following now, because he seems to switch dimensions and worlds very often, leaving other people behind. And he is obviously the Rickest Rick. And then he's paired up with the Morty's Morty, and that is the perfect match. But that Morty, that evil Morty, is the Rickest Morty. That might just fit in like the part where he wants revenge. So that is the thing. The two theories I have here, they don't complement each other. They are two different things, and I want to know what you think is the most realistic one, and what you think is who you think Evil Morty is. So that is all I have for you guys today. So